Hi everyone, Aiden here. I decided I want to do a video based on the elements. I'm probably going to go back and adjust this video a little bit more later on. But I kind of want to go down and talk about some of the basics. 5 elements, as you know, as I mentioned before. I hate working. Is earth, water, fire, air, and then the 5th one, spirit. Now, each element has its own characteristics, its own different kinds of energies, different kinds of qualities to it that we use in different kinds of spells, and we tend to use the elements, well, depending on what tradition you are, we use the elements as much as we ask for guidance to the god and goddess. I haven't really thought of many spells or circles that were cast without the elements, actually, now I think about it. They're often placed on a direction, on a compass, north being earth, east being water, south being fire, and west being air. This traditionally was based off of the kind of air, kind of wind that was coming towards different directions. Like in the north, cold, dry air would come down to the land, and then from the west would be cold, wet, humid air. From the south would be hot, humid air, and then the west it would be hot, hot but dry. And this helps a lot when we're setting up our circles a lot, because we know where to place each element on either the altar table or on the space we're casting. What direction each element represents to you may vary. It's all in your choice, really. I kind of just based it off that, and when calling for the elements during like casting, that also depends on you. A lot of people like working with air first, but for me, it really depends on just how I'm feeling. Usually, I do north for earth, because I like stability. I like feeling protected. And those are both in the earth those are both earth qualities. Going through each individual element, let's see. Earth represents protection, stability, strength, I already said protection. Fertility. It really represents the goddess. It's a feminine element. Let me refer back to my book shadows for a moment. I keep small notes in here, and I just want to make sure I'm mentioning enough. Oh, I already got it all. Prosperity was the only thing I was missing. I do have a few things that represent Earth in my room currently. Most common being different kinds of stones. This good stone and obsidian. I can't remember which one this is. Got some petrified wood, meteorite, and amethyst. I can never pronounce that. There we go. And then a stone bowl. And then I also have a cactus. I always recommend having live plants around, and cactuses are kind of manly if you don't want to work with flowers, guys. Okay, Water, I usually keep like a bowl of water or a cup. Usually in a ritual, I have a cup full of water, whether it's a chalice or just an ordinary cup. Um, to me, water represents the emotions and the heart. And I can see water being used a lot in love magic and just what else? It deals a lot with psychic abilities. It really does. Like I said, it's really down to the soul, and that's really a big thing. Also represents wisdom in a way, but I kind of look wisdom as air pretty often. But it's really up to you. Like what the elements mean depends on the person as well. Fire is my personal element since I'm a Sagittarius. This element represents power, but power that can easily go out of control if you're not careful with it. It represents energy, change, destruction, and cleansing. It does clear things out by burning it. Most of the time when you hear a good way of cleansing, you hear a burning sage or setting things on fire, and that was used as a definitely used as cleansing. Back in the old days when something was viewed as evil or very negative vibe, they would burn it. Sadly, that went on to the witch trials later, and let's avoid that topic. But going with the zodiac, those who are earth elements, going back, sorry, you tend to be very motherly, very deep caring people, caring towards others. You may not be willing to change very much because you're very fixed. Then again, I might be wrong. But earth, those who are who have earth element zodiac signs are very, very strong people, very strong-willed, and they are very good friends to have around you. Those who have the water element as theirs in their zodiac, these are very deeply emotional people. Like, they will, if you were to go and talk about your problems, like emotional problems, they would understand you completely. These are very, they realize how sensitive people can be, and they are very caring with this. They feel very strongly towards other people. They're very, very loving people. Very loving. There might be times when the emotions get a little out of control, and it might be a little too sensitive, but that's something to work on. Those who have fire as their element, like me, these are very flexible people. They are very big on changing, and they're extremely energetic, and they like to move at a very fast pace. However, they lack control at times, whether it be their emotions or their ambition or just numerous things, and that can lead to problems. So the hardest thing anyone has to do is learn how to control themselves, and that's something those with the fire element have to work on. And then the last element is air, and I have numerous kinds of incense I tend to burn to represent air. You could also have fans. You could have a few different things. I've heard of wind chimes being used for wind before, and that's a good idea. Oh, I'm doing good on time. Air represents mostly the mind and intelligence. If you want to get help magically for a test, which I wouldn't recommend, simply you need to study too. You can use this. Never mind. Dreams, like I said, are big on this. This is knowledge, wisdom. Those who are the air element are intellects. They love learning. They love learning new things. They're constantly experimenting, and they're very big on the communication too. That's one big thing. A bad thing might be that they may tend to act like they know everything, and that can kind of be a bad aspect if you think about it. I mean, you don't want to act like a know-it-all to other people, and that's something that they need to work on a little bit. Now, if you are of any of these and you've gotten over those negative ones, good. That's very good. That means you're stepping up and you're focusing on the true aspects of each element. And then the last one, spirit. This is a very universal element. It exists in everyone. This is the divine, basically. This is the essence of our soul. And you can see this everywhere you go where you see life. Essentially, everything has it. Nothing really to add on that. I've never heard of anyone having the element spirit, but we all have spirit, so it shows how connected we are if we have this one thing in common. I think that's it, actually. Alright, well, thank you for watching, and blessed be. Oh, before I go, if you guys have any questions or suggestions for videos, please let me know. I'm kind of running out of topics, and I'm kind of just blabbing away now. Not that I don't like doing this, but I like to have a little bit of a path to go to every now and then, and I want to direct it so I'm helping you out. Should have worked with that a little bit better. So yeah, just send me a message, send me video replies. I will try my best to answer any questions you have. If I don't know, I'll say I don't know. But I can do some research to help you and help you out in any way I can. Alright, now I'm really going to go. Thank you for watching, and blessed be.